My name is Alina, and my dad has more kids than he has fingers.
Period.
Relatable content for me.
How do you say period in Spanish?
Periodo.
See?
Periodo.
She's entertaining you, psycho.
Oh my
I don't
bad.
know how to say it.
Okay, that's okay.
Punto.
Yeah.
Sparkle got it.
There you go.
Punto y ya.
Don't see that in me. Wow.
Puta ja.
Punto y ya.
Puta ja.
I like
Say
that.
it like that
I'm
from
saying
now on.
that.
From now on, that's
I'm like, I have a Spanish friend. She's like, I'm not Spanish. I have a Dominican friend. Puto y ja.
Yeah.
Hey.
My name is Fenix, and I love some arroz con pollo.
That's arroz con pollo for our audience.
My name is Izzy, and I don't know about y'all, but I'm really excited about Soup Jumu season. You know, it's about to be 40 days, 40 nights of our
40 days,
Independence
40
Day soup. I'm ready.
God, I'm not ready for that.
You should be.
My name is Sparkle, and I've been eating avocado toast. Don't come for me.
The zaboka?
Punto y ya.
Punto y ja.
Puto y ja.
That's how I read whenever y'all put J-A-J-A-J.
Son, this is why they don't like to teach black people shit.
We take it and we run with it.
Run.
Period.
My name is Ruth, and I can't date somebody outside my culture because I can't be explaining to somebody why I'm grown and I still have to listen to my mother. Period. Puto y ja.
Punto y ja. Anyhow, this is La Vie en Creole, where we discuss all things Haitian American, mostly so that you know that you're not alone in the trauma you've experienced, whether it be comedic or otherwise. And what are we talking about today, babies?
Baby.
We got the Haitians and the Dominicans.
Where
Who is you to be asking me questions?
I got to talk. I got to tell what I feel. I got to talk about my life as I see it.
I like that song. This goes out for you. This goes out for you. You. This goes out for you. This goes out for you. You. This goes out for you. This goes out for you. You. This goes out for you. This goes out for you.
Go ahead. Sparkle has a announcement.
So what happened was, I'm also Dominican.
Say it with your chest.
I'm also Dominican.
Why not almost fucking skip?
It's hard for me to be proud about it because I only found out about it in my 20s. Okay. And even then there's still like a shroud of like secrecy.
Okay, shroud. Okay, vocabulary.
Thanks.
Ow.
But as far as I've put together with some of my cousins, my dad, his family is half Dominican at least. I know his mother is Dominican. His father is Haitian, but was in DR, and he's the last of 13 children, and he was born in 46.
Only 13?
Only 13. Like, just, it wasn't that crazy. It was only him and his sister that was before him that were born in Haiti, but the rest of them were all born in DR. Wow. And they all have Spanish names. And I never put it together because Haitians, they just be having names, right?
Yes. Russian ones,
American names, yeah. So
we have a Polish community. There's a war that happened. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't need to destroy the whole.
We have a Middle Eastern community, a Jewish community. They're small though, so don't try to be like, oh, Haiti is not really. It's still a black country. Sorry, I be getting tight with shit like that. You don't be getting tight? Haiti, we come in all shapes and sizes. We're black, and then there's a minority that's not.
Right.
But anyhow, he was the last of them that were born. I mean, he was the last of the 13, and he was born in Haiti. But as far as me and my cousins were putting together, my dad was born in 46. So he was born shortly after that. Yeah. And growing up in my house, so like we listen to Spanish music, but also Haitian, so we listen to whatever, right?
Spanish music does not include suavemente. As far as I'm concerned, it belongs to the community.
I know you
Maybe if there were other
Y'all
songs.
can have suavemente.
You can take it, go ahead.
That's sacuduro, gasolina. Y'all
Yeah.
can have.
Whoa! We did not say gasolina. We did not say gasolina.
Don't play. Gasolina was lit.
You
Yes.
can have
For the
gasolina.
time. Can we have aguanile?
No.
Damn.
No. Not that one.
Yeah, I think it was about both of us though. I'm just saying.
Oh my.
I tried.
All of that to say,
They what?
in our house, he never like I vaguely remember him speaking Spanish when we were younger, and like on Saturday mornings when we would clean, you know how some people listen to regular blacks. The regular blacks, they listen to some old school.
What the fuck?
The American flavor of blacks. They'll listen to like some old school R&B or whatever, or like Haitian people will listen to like compa or some church music. We were listening to bachata, and it never dawned on me until me and my cousin are having this whole conversation, and she's like, "Bitch, Titi's name is Maria, and Rodrigo, and my grandfather's name is
So
Sylvia."
basically, what you're
So
saying
it's
is
like-
just slow. Like how Maria,
Yes.
bitch, not Marie.
I mean, they're one and the same. You could never.
But these are also aunts. I don't know any of my father's siblings. I only
okay.
I only know him
I take
and
it
like
back.
2 of them before him. I think I knew his older brother, but he passed away when I was 1. His name was Antonio, whose name is not Antonio. You know what I'm saying?
This man Jamaican's name Antonio.
Exactly. So it's not
Exactly.
things that I really put together until I had to put it together. And so my father was not really here for anything of the Spanish, of the Spanishes. One time when I was in high school and they asked me to choose languages or whatever, I came home and I told them I was taking Spanish because it was easy to me. I didn't know that. It was easy to me.
Spanish
I didn't know why it was easy to me, right?
To be honest,
And
but-
he's like, "No, we don't speak that. We don't speak that language in this house." And I'm like,
Wow. Interesting.
"But bitch, I'm gonna do it anyway." And I did it anyway, right? But it's not until later I was putting things together. I'm like, "Oh, wow! Like, I am those people, but I'm also not those people, and I am those people, and I'm not those people."
That must have been hard to deal with though, to like
Yeah.
try to figure out at that age too.
To figure out
I think we're figuring it out now. For a very long time,
with all the controversy.
Yeah.
I feel like for a very long time, I didn't talk about it. I feel like I just recently started talking about it because I'm like, I want to integrate all of the parts of myself.
Do you know? Would you be able to get in touch with any of the family members?
That's another story. We went to DR one time.
And you found them?
No, we literally walked over the bridge from, I forgot what part of
Atiboni?
Haiti.
Atiboni?
I don't think it's in Atiboni. It's in the north.
No. Okay.
From
Okay.
from Okai to Dahabon. There's a little bridge over there, and it was me and my sister, my dad, and 2 other people. So we walked over the bridge, and they let me and my sister, may she rest in peace, go over the bridge, and nothing was wrong. Then there were 2 other women with us. They had American passports, and then my dad was in the back. So we get to like a certain point. We show them our passports. It's 2 guys with their Uzis, and so we walk past, and then we're just like, where are all those old people that were with us? And we turn around, and there's like a commotion with the 2 guys with their Uzis, and we see that they're like trying to detain my pops because he doesn't have an American passport. So me and my sister, big ups, rest in peace.
Son,
again.
rest in peace, Rosie, the big Dandada, the big R. The big only about the thorns at the flower, bitch. Fuck
Why
outta
are we
here.
yelling at men with Uzis? Like,
What the fuck is the issue? Let him go. Like,
Because
and they're
that's
like,
your dad and y'all are ghetto and from Brooklyn.
I mean, and then there's that.
Actually, I don't like to use the word ghetto to describe people. Y'all are ratchet and from Brooklyn.
I accept either one. But yeah, so we're yelling at them or whatever. We go through, and then we get to the other side of the bridge, and we're sitting in this park, and there's one bench there, and we're looking at a big ass statue of Christopher Columbus.
Yikes.
And all 5 of us are just like mad silent. And then my dad goes, "So this is where we're from."
Oh my.
And we're like, "Okay." It's like, "Okay, so y'all want to go?" Yes, we do.
Time to go.
I want to say we were there for 10 minutes. After that, I've never stepped foot in DR in my life.
I've never been to DR.
That was the one experience, and I was like, I'm good. I really didn't like how they were getting at him. I was like, nah, that's not cool. It was bad.
Oh my.
It was really bad.
I wish that was an isolated incident.
It's not.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
Have you ever been discriminated against in the Dominican Republic? I'm asking Fenny because she's more phenotypically black.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't spend a lot of time over there.
Got it.
I go for a weekend.
Got it.
Alina, I know you used to live there, basically.
Yeah. It was fun while it lasted. But no, I never experienced anything like that. I just speak horrible Spanish and then people understand that, oh, she's a gringuita over here.
That's the type of discrimination I would experience. American. You're not one of us. So if you go to the neighborhood where my family lives, we would all blend right in. There's actually,
are you near the Haitian border, right?
No, we're in the capital, so it's like 5-6 hours away.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there are a lot of Haitians in the neighborhood where my family lives. There's a lot of them moving in and just like integrating, and you don't know. You wouldn't know the difference.
Who's gonna know?
Unless they're just like fresh.
Yeah.
And the accent is still like, okay, you can hear some of the words, but they're not saying it quite like Dominicans, but you wouldn't know. And so what I experience is like, you're not one of us because you're from America.
Got it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I get that a lot. A lot. You're not one of us.
Oh my.
Yeah, I think that's it.
But that's
general
like
for anyone who goes back home.
By the
Or to
way,
their parents' home.
But I don't spend enough time there to be discriminated against because of other things.
Yeah. And by things, you mean
Like
your
my
skin
race
color.
or my color or my what I look like or anything like that.
By the way, disregard all of that boom boom that you hear right now. It's New York.
Boom, boom, boom.
Everybody's like, ew.
Ayo! All right, so what's your parents be saying about Haitians?
Oh my God.
Here we go.
And where were you during the periodt massacre?
I was probably in my dad's.
grandfather's nuts.
Yes.
Valid points were made.
Ovaries, my
More likely your grandma's ovaries, more
ovaries.
scientifically proven. Yeah.
So I was in there somewhere.
Likely story. Continue.
My goodness.
not a likely story.
Nah,
We need
tell
real
us the
alibis.
I just think with my dad, because it's more my dad than my mom, because he's watching these Dominican channels that I pay for.
So it's your fault.
Yeah. That's why I said it, because it's on me. I could easily be like, you know what, Optimum's not getting this check today. Sorry, Dad. But because he's watching these Dominican channels and they have all of these now new profound journalists, and it's just like men with big egos and a microphone talking.
Yes.
Well, that sounds like those podcasts. I mean, not us. But it sounds like those other podcasts, the men.
Right.
I think that my dad's watching the same ones.
So,
Yikes, damn. It's WhatsApp or it's a real channel?
No, it's a real channel.
And
But also WhatsApp is the double.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think it's
How do y'all say it in Spanish? We say Satan.
what?
What's
The
that?
devil.
The double
Like
Satan.
Diablo.
El Diablo.
Diablo. I know
You
that.
ain't know El Diablo?
I know El Diablo.
But
I
it's
told
like
you,
Diablo.
¿dónde está el salsa caliente?
Okay.
Yo quiero salsa caliente.
There you go.
When I go to a restaurant in any Spanish-speaking country, I will
We
get
all like
sauce.
hot salsa though. I get it.
Period. Am I going to be asking for the devil? No.
Mundo y ya, I will. Give me the hottest one. Give me that El Diablo.
The views expressed by Izzy.
It's of hers and hers alone.
Okay.
But continue, we listening. These channels that you pay for
Yeah, these channels that I
to
pay
maintain
for
anti-Haitian
are,
sentiment.
are influencing my dad. I feel like, well, no, I'm not gonna say that because again, my dad, he's lighter than me, and so where he grew up in Dominican Republic, San Francisco de Macorís,
Where's that?
that's kind of like I'm not really good at
More
geography.
south, but it's going towards north.
But it's like
Okay.
a city area, and he never had to struggle. He never had to like, I don't know. He just grew up very differently. And so because he has this kind of like air to him, he thinks that if you didn't come up the way he came up, or if you don't look like him, if you're from Haiti, like there's a lot of things that he grew up just because of his parents, because of where they grew up, and so it's just been brought
Trickle
down
down.
to him 100%.
Yes,
And I understand that, and that's why I try my hardest to educate him. But then at a certain point, I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You're an idiot, and I can't have this conversation with you again because it's like you can't keep thinking that these people are coming to this country because they want to take our resources. No, that's not the case. If my father can agree that the people coming from Venezuela, the people that are coming from Mexico, the people that are coming from Nicaragua, all across the Latin American countries that are coming here for better opportunities, why can't we have that same sentiment about the people from Haiti coming to Dominican Republic? Why do we have to think that they're there for any other reason than providing a better life for their family?
That is so valid.
And so that's the thing that always like bothers me when I have these conversations, because it's so easy for him to justify or to understand why someone from another Latin American country is coming to the United States. But the second it's someone from Haiti trying to enter the Dominican Republic, it's the complete opposite.
Right.
You know? So that to me is why my parents are the way they are, and I'm sorry for it.
We will discuss whether or not we'll give you forgiveness. Alina Crystal has something to say. Can I buy you a charger? Yes. You can get some Haitian
so
points.
Much. As someone who's not Haitian or Dominican, I just have a question for educational purposes. Why would someone leave Haiti to go to DR? Like, what opportunities are available in the Dominican Republic that would cause someone to go there for advancement?
I like that because we do assume that people just know. There are just more opportunities there. So the Dominican Republic is more developed, but the people that own that development, like the resorts and you see how my immigrant sides come out? Resort, they're not necessarily Dominican, but they exist in the Dominican Republic. So they're more likely to get work there. Haitians do get paid less there though. So there was a point where Haitians were getting paid 18 cents an hour on a resort where would be getting paid like in the dollar amounts. But again, a lot of things are better than nothing. Also, it's obviously easier to get to than trying to get to Florida via boat or too.
It's like the
proximity,
quote unquote sanctuary from Haiti to
It's, going back to the question, like why when I hear the person that I hear most, people who I hear most like talking about that Haitian the Haitian hate is my grandparents. Because my father grew up with Haitians. He grew up in a Haitian neighborhood. Because my father, where he was as his childhood, when he was born, was a sugarcane field. When he took me there, I was like, "Bro, we in a plantation. What are we about to do here right now? Don't leave me here. Look at the slave house right there. Look at the little huts." It was like I was mind blown.
That's crazy.
We
don't have those in Haiti at all.
Plantation. So like when you said the Christopher Columbus, I can't say we don't have it because I haven't been everywhere in Haiti. So just humbly speaking, I don't know. Okay. But even when you said the Christopher Columbus statue, we used to have one too. We burned it down. So and we also in the U.S. we have a Columbus Circle. Yeah. Like those shits exist.
Yes. It's not that it doesn't exist around the world. It's just at that moment, going through whatever we went through. And then seeing the big, I want to say that was the biggest statue I've ever seen in my life. I was like,
don't get me wrong. What are we doing? Sometimes it's time to turn back. Don't get me wrong that I think that your feelings were not substantiated. It was time to turn back. And I would have started a fight with a man with a Uzi too and then be like, damn, bitch, you stupid. But yes, Phoenix, you were telling us about how your grandparents hate us.
Yeah, they do. But a lot of things that they're saying.
She said, yeah, they do.
No, I'm not. When I talk to my grandparents about it, it's just like this like anger, and it comes from nothing. It comes from like seeing propaganda. Like, they do voodoo. So do you.
Yeah. That's the one, baby. That's the one. Go down that rabbit hole.
They don't shower. Neither do you.
Okay. First of all, we shower.
We shower.
It depends on the day sometimes. Depends on the day.
Anything but a commercial.
I have no
commercials, misinformation,
and the crazy
their own
shit is they'll actually know people and be like, no, it's not them. They're not like, bitch, they're all the same people.
Yep.
I'm thinking about that in terms of like even our parents with the stuff that they would say about like Black Americans. We already squashed it. I'm sorry.
Are you saying fake news in Creole?
For real.
And let me tell you, my mother was like, she was raised by my grandparents, so she had a lot of those sentiments, and she started working at the Waldorf. I told y'all, and the Waldorf is a very like all the black immigrants that you could think of worked at the Waldorf, right? Make a better life. They did. They sent their kids to college. That's what my mom did. They bought their houses and wherever because the job is a good job, right? And then she's like, she worked with a lot of Haitians, a lot of Nigerians, and she's like, it is not what I thought.
Yeah.
And my mom changed. Like, she changed because of
like
the
that?
exposure. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like overnight, but you know, she started becoming
Hold on, there was Haitians at the Waldorf?
There's mad Haitians at the Waldorf.
We not just the, what's that shit called?
First of all, let me talk about
not
that.
Not the nurse, they're not nurses.
CNA?
No.
Home health aid.
Home health aid. Bop to the home health aides too, though.
Yeah, my mom's a home health aide.
This goes out to you. This goes out to you. You. This goes out to you. This goes out to you. You. This goes out to you. This goes out to you. You. This goes out to you. This goes out to you.